Welcome to GamesWorld. Tonight is Fight Night with Beat the Elite.
Thank you! Welcome to GamesWorld. It's Friday, so it's time to play Beat the Elite. If you were with us on Monday, and if you weren't, I want a signed doctor's certificate explaining why not. You'll know that we had a thrilling competition. We started off with 5 and we finished with 1 champion, who's this week's Eliminator champion, who's earned the right to come back into this ring and take on the meanest, toughest, horriblest bunch of players, our own videators. So without further ado, please welcome our champion, Matthew Niblett! Matthew, as I said, they are the horriblest, meanest players ever. And you're ready to take them on? Yeah? He's confident. Don't be fooled by this very calm kind of exterior. This is a savage man. Okay, this is a really savage man. So what we're going to do is we're going to start playing straight away before we meet the videators. And to explain the first game, would you please welcome my co-presenter and the master of video games from Nintendo Magazine System, Mr. Tim Boone.
The first game tonight is called Cash Dash. That's basically what the game stands for. It's a dash for cash. Grab as many coins as you can, because these are the coins that are going to translate into points, which Matthew can then use to bet on the games he's going to play. Now basically he's got to rush around the screen, pick up as many coins as possible. Now there are robots that are trying to stop him. There are also icons which he can pick up to speed up, freeze the robots, etc, etc. It's a frantic game. Don't stop for anything. Just go for it and grab as many points as you can.
Right, Matthew, you understood all that? Yep. The more points you get, the more you'll have to gamble as we go on with the game. So if you're quite ready, you ready? Okay. Your joystick finger all ready? Yeah? Yeah? Stand up straight, don't slouch, you're on television, and I'll ask you please to go and take your place at the console. Matthew's ready, okay? You all ready, son? And we'll say it once again, right? You must get as many as you can, because that's what carries him through the game. Okay?
Okay.
60 seconds?
60 seconds it is.
And you don't start until you hear this bell, okay? It starts right now.
And away we go. As you can see, Matthew's in the middle of the screen here. He's walked straight into a robot, which has caused him a bit of time. What he needs to do now is to pick up as many coins as possible by trying to work out where the main clusters of them are. There are going to be a lot more coins coming on the screen. He's actually doing very well. He's in a good position.
Well. There's not really any clusters for
That's right. He's also bashing the robots out of the way.
A little robot there.
I tell you, he's instinctive with the game. He hasn't played
got to get
before.
up there.
Now what that is, that freezes the robots, which gives him a second's grace to actually pick up as many coins as possible. Not at all bad. 25 already. 50 in this game, by the way, is considered a pretty damn good score.
Right,
so
he's in a bit of trouble there, the robot,
29
is
very, very good. He's knocking them out of the way as he goes. Missed that particular icon. He's doing extremely well.
15 seconds he's got.
Yeah, I think he's actually listening to us down here, and he's actually taking his cue from us, which is a very wise thing to do, actually. Pick up the goods, go for the icon in the middle, and as you see, when he runs over there, it gives him a speed up, which means he can run around super speed.
Get up to that.
He's already at 53. He's doing superbly, and he's running down. He's out of time now.
There we go.
Extraordinary. And the score at the end of that round, Bob, the first round, is Matthew has picked up 54 coins, which translates to 54 points. 54
points, that's good. That's good. 54 we can work with, okay? Now, Alex, we explain what happens, okay? You've got these 54 points. Now, Tim will explain the game to you, and then you'll tell us how many you're going to gamble. And then, and only then, will we tell you which one of the videators you're going to be playing, okay? So, Tim, could you please explain the first game?
For sure, Bob. The first game tonight is Evander Holyfield boxing. It's a bit of this, a bit of that. We've got just one round tonight, and it's a knockout competition. We're not going to mess around. We're going to get straight in there. The best tactics I can give to the players, I'd get the opponent up against the ropes, show no mercy at all, and just pummel. That's the game. It's Evander Holyfield.
It's Evander Holyfield boxing. Do you fancy your chances in this? Yeah, he's got a ready touch on the joystick, believe me. Now, you've got 54 points, so what you have to tell me before we choose your videator is how many do you want to gamble?
10 points.
10 points. 10 points starting off a little bit cagey. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come to this board. This is the Wheel of Misfortune. This is behind here lurks the videators. I'll ask you to take that, hold on tight to that, and what will happen now is this will spin round. When I tell you, you'll whack that, and wherever it stops, that's who you're going to be playing, okay? So can we please spin the wheel, and in your own time, give it a good hefty whack. And you've got ready on automatic.
Well, He may look like the dog's dinner, but this man is the nuts when it comes to video games. He's ready and automatic, he plays games for a living, and when it comes to boxing, he's a knockout.
Rad, yes, we love a bit of grunge music here on GamesWorld. Now look at the state of you. Every time I see you, you look scruffier and scruffier. But let me tell you this, he may look dirty, but he's the best, all right? You fancy your chances against him? Yeah, easy. Easier than washing your T-shirt. This is something, obviously, you know very little about. So what I'll ask you to do now, gentlemen, is take your places at the console. So, Tim, here we go. Radion, is he good?
He's very good. Now, the key thing to remember is Radion's playing a character called Michael Lamb. He's going to be in light blue shorts. Now, Matthew is playing a character called Rick Rocket, and he's going to be in green shorts. So, red is Michael Lamb.
Right. And this is my favourite bit, because this is where we're allowed to be Ferdy Pacheco and Harry Carpenter. We sit here and we love it. Are you ready, gentlemen? Round one will start when I ring this bell, which is right now.
Okay, away we go.
Oh.
Michael Lamb, which is red, is... These boys aren't messing around. They're getting straight in there. Good headshots. Good body shots there from Rick Rocket as well, which is excellent stuff. Not bad at all. Rad is actually on the defensive over on the right there, as you can see. Matthew's moving in for the kill, but he's coming back. He's moving in very well, and he's come straight off the ropes. That is a superb recovery. Really, really good. He's banging straight in. This is Rad banging straight into Rick Rocket.
The important thing is not to let yourself get caught on the ropes, isn't it?
That's the key thing. Try and stay in the middle of the ring, or obviously push your opponent back into the ropes. And that's exactly what's happening at the moment. This is a really good stuff from Michael Lamb. Radion's doing extremely well here. He's pushed him right up against the ropes. Matthew's in trouble here. He's in big trouble. This could be it. He's all over. It's all over. And Bob, at the end of that game, Matthew has blown his 10 points, which puts him down to 44.
Gentlemen, please come and join me. Matthew, come round here. Now, you said you weren't very confident in that game, and you were absolutely right not to be, weren't you? You started off all right, you got him, but once you're down on the ropes there, you're in trouble. And Radion, a victory. What can I say? Shake your hand. Never in a million years. Radion, thank you very much. Radion Automatic, give it up. So there you go. He beat you at that, but at least you've got a decent haircut, hey? And you haven't got green hair. You know how he gets there, don't you? You don't believe me, it's true, let me tell you. But you've got 44 points left. We're going to do the same thing. Tim will explain a game, then I'll ask you to gamble, and then we'll find out who it is you're going to be going up against. Tim, please, explain the game.
Certainly, Bob. The next game tonight is Columns, which is on the Mega Drive. It's a big shape-shifting puzzle game involving lots and lots of colours. The key thing is to get the colours together, in which case they disappear, and you can actually set up some really ace chain reactions. Now, we're playing the game on a high level. We're playing it on level 7. There's a 3-minute timer on, but frankly, I don't think either of the players tonight will last 3 minutes. That's Columns.
There you have it, Columns. You've got 44. What do you want to gamble?
5.
5? 5? Oh, don't make the arithmetic. That's up to you. There you go. There's your mallet, the very hammer of Thor. Can we ask you please to spin the wheel? And in your own time, give it a whack. It's the lovely Letty Edwards.
Well, Letty's her name and puzzles are her game. What a girl this is. Plays consoles with her grandchildren, and by gum she's good. You are looking at the unofficial UK Lemmings champion. This girl has got it all. I'm looking forward to this one.
Letty, darling, come please. How are you? Come and stand by me. Is this for me?
It's for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
bit of cake. Did you make it?
No, well, yes, I did. I did, really, truly I did.
Well, why has it got Marks and Spencer's written in the side?
I know, the copy
Tim, we've got cake.
the copy of the recipe of me, I'm afraid.
I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to meet this young man here. Look at that. Look at that. What a picture of innocence. This is Matthew. Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Because she's nearly royalty, you know. So, are you well? Are you ready to play? You're playing columns. You good at that?
Yeah, so. Not bad.
He really fancies himself.
You.
5 points, he's bet. Mind you, playing columns against her, you might as well be crocheting against her because she really is the business. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll ask them to go and sit down and I'll go and eat a bit of cake. If I ask you, please, to take your places at the console. So here we are, Tim Boone, columns. Any advice for them?
Well, yeah, my best bit of advice is to basically be as fast as you can. Try and set up some chain reactions to actually make the blocks disappear. This game is going to be acting very fast though, so you've got to be quick on your wits. Remember though that Letty is playing on the right, Matthew's playing on the left.
Okay, there is a 3-minute time on this, but if anyone needs 3 minutes, I'll be very, very surprised. Are you all ready? The game starts now.
Okay, and away we go. As I said before, Letty's on the right, Matthew is on the left. Now the shapes are going to be coming down from the top of the screen very, very fast. This is a game playing at one of its highest levels. Now the key thing is to try and sort the colours so that 3 of them match in a line. That can be a horizontal, vertical or diagonal line. We just saw one go over there. Let's wait for the next one to come along. There's one green one.
There's a line of 3.
Just disappeared. Now the key thing is, as the colours disappear, they can actually set up chain reactions, which is where the big points happen. Matthew is actually trailing a little on 480, now 720. Oh, and he's just whacked into the lead, no less.
One big score in there.
1,680. The key thing, though, is when you reach the top of the screen, it's all over. So whatever score you've got, that's what really, really counts. If you can get 4 colours in a line, you go for really big points.
Letty's back in front now.
Absolutely.
We need a big one from Matthew.
She's doing extremely well. There's, on the right, you've just seen the 3 disappear.
Yeah.
The scores are evenly matched, as you can see. All of a sudden, either player can shoot into the front. Matthew's trailing at the moment. Letty's in front, 2880. She's doing very, very well. Matthew's over on the left, trailing a little, but he's just come up with a big one. That was superb.
The big one from Matthew.
Yep. However, Letty on the right, she's over there, and she's actually consistently playing very well, and she's still ahead. This is very, very tight. We're halfway through in our timescale. I wasn't actually expecting either of them to last this long. We're doing very, very well. The scores are actually running evenly. Letty is still consistently racking up points. Matthew's in trouble at the top of the screen. It's all over for Matthew. It's all over. Okay then, Bob, well, at the end of that round, the situation is that Matthew's blown another 5 points, which puts him on 39.
Thank you very much. Step up with me, please. Matthew, come round here and join me. Letty's just going to fix her hair. That was very close. That was close. You were there, you kept the lead, you dropped it again, but as you know, when you get to the top, it's all over. And is Letty going to come and join me? Letty, get your hair sorted. Takes a bit of time to get up, bit of trouble. We're both martyrs to lumbago, aren't we, Letty? Come in here with me, and you've won. You know what we do when we win?
Yeah.
We do the dance of victory, don't we? Let's do the dance of victory with the lovely Letty Edwards. Go for it. 39 points can get you a good score, but it means you've got to start winning, and you've got to start winning soon, all right? You've got another video to coming up. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes so you can get yourself together and just quieten down a bit, because you're obviously a bit hyper, overexcited just at the moment. I'm going to nip off, have a little bit of cake, and we'll join you, please, after this break. Welcome back to Beat the Elite, where we have Matthew Niblett, who's played 2 and he's lost 2, and he's got 39 points. But that doesn't discourage us, does it, Matthew?
No.
Of course it doesn't discourage us, because what we're going to do now is we're going to meet our 3rd videator. Tim, would you please explain the game?
Certainly, Bob. The next game tonight is Dynablaster. This game went down a bomb on the Amiga because that's exactly what it's all about. Bombs, big explosions, big bangs. Basically, the 2 players are going to run around a sort of maze on the screen, dropping bombs, desperately trying to blow each other up. It's as simple as that. However, there are some meanies wandering around and some icons which can be picked up, A, to boost the size of your bombs, and B, the number you can drop. It's a brilliant game, this, one of my favourites. Let's just play it.
I have to say now, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew just said to me that in this game he was, and I quote, quite good, which for a man who's this laid back must mean he's an absolute genius at it. You've got 39 points. How many do you want to gamble?
10.
10?
15.
15?
Yeah.
15 points. That's your biggest gamble of the day, isn't it, so far? 15 points. Take this mallet, stolen from the croquet lawns of Windsor Castle. And what we're going to do now is we're going to spin the wheel. And when you're ready, give it a good whack. And it's the Games Messiah.
And here he is, the greatest all-rounder of all time, the Games Messiah. Street Fighter 2, Mario Kart, Dynablaster, you name it, he's been there because he's the best of the best and he's been there since the beginning of time.
My son, he touched me and I was healed. Master, if I can introduce Matthew.
My blessings on you, my boy.
Don't be put off by that, all right? He's probably put the hex on you. Master, you know, I'll tell you what you're playing. You're playing the big blast game, all right, which Tim will go through for you. It's a violent game. Now, I know you're a man of peace, all right, but do you think you can turn your hand to this?
I think with the powers above, I should have no problem. I hear he bet 15 points.
He did indeed.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to show him the light and the error of his ways for that one.
I think he's going to crucify you, Matthew, if you'll pardon the rather unfortunate pun. So what I'd like to do now, with your permission, obviously, is ask you to take your positions at the console. So here we are, and we're playing what I think I described as the big hit game.
It's called Dino Blaster, Bob.
And it's a very, very good game. Is he going to be good at it? Because he's supposed to be a very peaceful man.
He's a very, very peaceful man, but our instinct or something from up above tells me he's very, very good. Now, the Messiah is actually an interesting... Oh, I've eaten it, by the way.
Something from up above. My cake's gone.
It's in there now. Interesting role reversal, actually. The Messiah is now playing in black, and Matthew is playing in white. Now, quite why? I think that's quite interesting, actually. The Forces of Darkness played by the Messiah. It's something a bit weird, actually.
Interesting role reversal. You've eaten my cake.
Oh, I think so. It was great. It was
right,
Thank
gentlemen. We're going to have a bit of a big fight down here, but up there is where it matters. If you're quite ready at the console, the game will start now.
Okay, away we go. As we say, the Messiah is playing in black, down at the bottom. Now, the key thing is, as you can see, they're dropping bombs. Now, when these bombs explode, they actually obliterate parts of the scenery. Now, the reason that's important is to try and set up the screen so that your opponent can walk into your trap. Right. As you can see, the bombs are going up. Now, if Matthew can pick up the icon at the top, he's just done it.
He's done very well. He's got another one. And
exactly.
Another one.
That's a super bomb icon, in which his bombs are actually more powerful. He's got to watch out for these meanies, though. They're after him. Now, what he's just picked up is an extra bomb icon, which means he can drop more bombs. If he actually chooses to, he can drop up to 2 or 3. Oh, this game is intense. These guys, they both know what they're doing. This is a real standoff game. As you can see, they're trying to drop traps to each other, but they're too smart to fall into them. This is exciting stuff. This is playing on quite a high level, actually. It's good stuff. The Messiah's doing very well, but in fact, Matthew, he's in there. He's just been beaten. Oh dear, it's a drawn game, though, because the Messiah was hit at the bottom too. Absolutely amazing. Well, what the situation at the end of that game was that both players got hit by the same bomb blast, which incredibly means we've got a draw. The game rules clearly state that if there's a draw that takes place, which there has, Matthew neither loses any points nor gains any points. So therefore, his point situation, he stays on 39.
Round of applause, Matthew. Well done. Come on. Please, step up and join us. There you go. There you go. And we always think that people will come up here and won't stand any chance. You've got a result. You've got a draw against Messiah, so you didn't lose your points, which is brilliant. And Messiah, you, who are supposed to be peerless, have quite clearly met your match.
Oh, I think it was that black costume there. We all have our crosses to bear. That's just my one, I'm afraid.
I think this is an excuse we may be hearing rather a lot of. Oh, it was the costume. Oh, it was the joystick. I'd ask you very humbly now to please leave us. Thank you very much. The Messiah. $39 points. You've got 39 points. This is not a bad score, okay? 39 points is quite respectable. But what we give you now is the chance to anything up to double it, because you have one game now. This is on your own. This isn't against a videator. And you can bet any amount of those 39 points on this game. The game is Save the Maiden, which Tim will now explain to you.
Certainly, Bob. The final and 5th game this evening is Heimdall and Save the Maiden from that game. Very simply, she's been caught in this trap by the 8 braids of her hair. You have unlimited axes in which to try and save her in 40 seconds. Now that's what makes the game tough. There's a little cursor running around the screen, which is a hell's own job to control. That's exactly what you've got to try and do. Use the axes, save the maiden.
39 points. I've seen the game. I happen to think it's impossible, but then what do I know? It's you that's the mega player, not me. What do you think? How many of you 39 do you want to gamble?
15.
15? Okay, he's going for 15 points. Matthew, please, take your place at the console. So here we have it, Save the Maiden, Heimdall. I've seen it's a very, very difficult game.
Very tricky. It's got to be said that Matthew's been betting very conservatively all evening. I think he knows roughly what he's doing. On this game, though, I'm not so sure. This really is all or nothing in the final round here.
Right, Matthew, you've got unlimited axes. That's the important thing to remember. So the trick is obviously just get them all off as quickly as you possibly can while you're controlling the cursor. You've got 40 seconds.
Okay, and away we go. He's straight in with his first axe. My suggestion would be to... Excellently done. He's got 7 to go. My suggestion would be to go for the axes at the bottom first because they are shorter. However, having said that, he's not doing too badly. He's got 2. His time is ticking away, though.
25 seconds.
The key thing is he's got to use his... He's got to throw those axes like mad. He's coming down in. He's got 2 left.
Come on,
this is amazing. Can he do it? Can he do it?
Take your time.
Yes! He's done it!
That's it. Whoa, Matthew! Come and join me. You did it! Yes, indeed. Matthew Niblett from Gloucester, you see. You were holding back, weren't you? You were lulling us into a false sense of security, and he did it.
He's done it, Bob, and he now has 54 points.
So, 54 points takes Matthew onto our leaderboard. Let me just explain. We do have a leaderboard, and at the end of the series, the top 5 in that leaderboard will go through and play our Champion of Champions round. And the winner of that wins our great mystery prize, 54 points. Is it going to be enough for him?
Bob, I think 54 points is a very respectable score by any standards, but you've got to remember that what we're looking for are the best games players in the country. And some of these guys are really good. So I think I'm going to just reserve judgment on this one, and we'll wait and see what happens.
Don't worry about him, he's just a pessimist. Whatever happens, you can stand proud amongst your friends and say, for that week, I was top of the leaderboard. From Tim Boone, me, Bob Mills, but most of all from our champion, Matthew Niblett. Don't forget to join us on Monday when we start again with the Eliminator to earn the right to come back here and play Beat the Elite. Join us then. Thank you very much and good night.
We've an entertainment-packed Friday evening for you here on Sky One, including Alien Nation at the new time.